Satnam, guys. Let me not like get too into that. Jeez, kind of got lost there. Hi. I've been seeing literally like how in the Matrix Neo sees the zeros and ones. Like I feel like that's what I've been seeing, but I feel like my mind's been like incorporating it in that way because like right after seeing everything like that, even people I was shown that it's not really zeros and ones. It's like quarks and things. It's just like atoms and shit, okay? So I really feel like I want to say like I feel like the matrix is breaking down around you, but like that's not really the case. I just feel like you're really waking up to or you not waking up, you're coming more you're becoming more tuned to the very finer frequencies of your simulation room, okay? Okay, let's see what's happening. I feel like this is a lot of like it almost feels like a lot of like nitty gritty energy. It feels a little bit like because it feels like, but as soon as you get past that like kind of like energy, you actually see the bigger picture behind it. It's kind of like I used to get kind of irritated when people told me to find the magic in the small things. I'm like fuck off. Like okay, I want to shoot magic fire, bro. Like what the fuck you talking about? But I feel like as soon as you get past that like kind of energy and actually look into that like really small aspect, that is where everything really opens up to hugity, humongousness, to hugeness, okay? God damn. Nine of Wands, okay? This is giving me like that shamanic energy. I'm also getting something about this wall. Um, I feel like I feel like you've maybe been a little bit tired of like really like needing to delve deep and into that like really nitty gritty energy. But I also want to say like I feel like you might be coming to this realization, this very like shamanic perspective that once again like it's this nitty gritty healingness it seems like you might be doing the same thing over and over again, or you might be learning the same lesson over and over again, or seeing the same thing over and over again. But I feel like you're about to maybe either have some kind of breakthrough, or you recently had this breakthrough of like once again seeing like this nitty grittiness is literally the finest aspects of reality opening up to you, yeah? And again, this is a very shamanic energy. This feels very like the traveler between the worlds. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying shamanic because the wounded healer, but I don't want to call it the wounded healer because that's not an empowered statement. Anyway, let's continue. Go on. The moon. Yeah, I feel like you need to okay, so I feel like you need to recognize and maybe like fully accept, because maybe you know this but you haven't fully accepted this, but like this like inward journey is never going to end, right? Like you uncovering the secrets of the universe, like delving into the quantum realm in a physical or in a spiritual sense or whatever, is never going to end. um like in that sense, I kind of do want to say like the nitty grittiness is never going to end, the darkness is never going to end, the subconsciousness is never going to end, okay? But again, I feel like that is maybe why there's this maybe even a need for you to have this kind of shamanic perspective on what you are going through, what you are experiencing, right? Because the whole idea is for you to be able to traverse all of the realms, not just heaven and earth, but like the underworld as well. And like all three of these realms are infinite in nature, okay? So are you wounded or are you a shaman? You get what I'm saying? Are you wounded or are you just like on the road, okay? You know, or like you get what I'm saying? I'm also getting the sense of like the wounding or the struggle keeps it interesting in some sense, okay? But you're not going to see it that way if you keep seeing it as struggle, because it's not. It's just an energy. It's just a vibe. You know what I actually feel like is happening here? I feel like you might have gone through the underworld before, through this like very hellish energy before, right? And like you learned the scope of the landscape, etc., etc. Oh, yeah. But I feel like now that like sense of you learning, like you uncovering the secrets, the quantum secrets of reality. I feel like you're doing this with, sure, your subconscious, but with the underworld as well. Okay, with the lower world, with the lower realms. Because I'm getting some kind of sense of like, you know how a lot of people in the spiritual community believe like I come from the higher realms to like assist Gaia, and like I feel like that's what you're doing. You're like you already have this full comprehension of, or not comprehension, but you already have this, your grounding isn't working from bottom, isn't working from bottom up. It's working from top to bottom, if that makes sense, okay? Like there's something very like almost switched up about how you operate, etc., etc. Hence why you're also uncovering these secrets, okay? Because you're meant to, maybe even not meant to, but like because it's just a game. You're like you're supposed to experience this whole process completely differently from even maybe those spiritual beings around you, okay? Even from your own collective, maybe, okay? I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm not jumping too much. But I also feel like that jumping is like, again, the shamanic thing, like jumping between the poles, okay? So this endlessness has given you this desire to kind of, wow, like this endlessness of the darkness almost has given you a desire to maybe even fully incorporate that as well, like really not running away from it, really not rejecting it, really not wanting to deny it, but really just looking at it and like being with it and like being there. And not just like being there like with it, but like fully telling it like, hey, come along, like, hey, like you're part of creation, that's what I'm getting here. And you shouldn't be resisting this, otherwise you're wounded. You should be experiencing this as a shaman, as a star seed, or blah blah blah. Stop trying to think it away, or be present with it to have it go away, okay? Because again, like you uncovering, you already have some kind of like higher realm, middle world realm influence or like groundedness. But like I feel like this desire, you're wanting to fully incorporate this darkness, like learning the secrets of the underworld, right? Which is learning death. It's learning about death, the secrets of death and rebirth, etc., etc. And I feel like this energy keeps coming up for you because there is an aspect of you that keeps denying it, that keeps not wanting to experience it. You keep wanting to be done with the cycle, but again, the cycle is never done, okay? So you're learning about the quantum mechanics of the nature of the workings of the underworld or something like that, okay? Because I feel like you're trying to maybe even build some kind of bridge between heaven and hell, okay? Anyway, let's continue. The lovers, exactly. You're trying to build this bridge between heaven and hell. Not trying, you're building this bridge between heaven and hell, okay? Which I personally feel like is what the whole Christ concept is about, you know, like complete acceptance, forgiveness, redemption, blah blah blah. I mean, it's difficult when you're a victim or something like that to kind of accept that consciousness, but you're not a victim. This is what you're doing, right? Right. I also feel like this wall that you've built because of this like intense energy, let's say, kind of actually transformed into a bridge. You've been doing good all along, something like that. 1111 as I'm saying that. Okay, let's get the last card. Just one. And the Two of Pentacles. 2-2 here, the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. Death. 8 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. What's the last card? 9 of Swords. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your love for the darkness, okay? Don't be afraid for your love of, I'm hearing this darkness can even be like the outcast or the, you know, something like that. Because like even death wants some love, okay? And besides, it's just another aspect of creation, of the simulation of reality. It's another simulated thing, okay? So this is also a message. If you want to like truly conquer death, 222. If you want to like physically truly conquer death and like never die or some shit like that, like stop aging, shit like that, or I'm even hearing like put a death to time or put a death to like shit like that, like really have full control over your reality, then you need to fall in love with this darkness fully, okay? I know it sounds a little but like you need to fall in love with it fully. Not from a space of doing it to like suss it and yes, okay, I love you. Are you better now? Like really not from that space, but literally like whenever this energy kind of incorporates into your experience, it's just it is just what it is and you enjoy it for what it is, okay? I know this might sound a little bit like how can you enjoy this kind of energy, but you know you can because you're the shamanic energy. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So I feel like there's about to be a major death in your reality as well, but I feel like this death is it's this humanness, it's this like imagine being a god, okay, and then meeting death, meeting the Grim Reaper, but it's like it's just an energy. Like you're not gonna die because you're a god. You're meeting this being and like just chat. Like what the fuck? If you keep running away, you keep like you're a lame god or some shit like that. Okay? That's what I'm hearing, right? And I also feel like it's an aspect of you anyway, okay? Because it is your simulation room. Like, death is in your simulation room for a reason. I'm not saying somebody is dying for you. I'm just saying, like, some kind of, like, shitty energy is dying in your reality. And I feel like it's your resistance to the shitty energy, okay? And as this dies, you are being reborn. Like, I kind of want to say being reborn once again as a god for sure, as a deity, as a divine being for sure. But it's more Seven of Swords. It's more that you are being reborn as like I just had that energy, but just before we leave, okay? 444. it's like you're being reborn as this divine being that kind of like maybe even holds heaven and hell in their hands. You get what I'm saying? Like, because even those aspects of reality, heaven and hell, are like just frequencies to you now. You get what I'm saying? Or at least that's where you're going. The more you kind of like the world, the more you kind of like I'm here like for the last time, but like for the last part, but like no, because again, never ending. The more you're learning about the like inner workings of the nature of the roots, the nature of the underworld, okay? And so stop resisting it, because like you're always going to be experiencing it. You will always experience heaven, earth, and hell, okay? Because you are it, okay? You are everything. That's just your nature. Okay, anyway, thank you so much, guys. That was your reading. Please do consider liking, subscribing, and donating. Contacting me for a personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below. Bye bye, guys.